Hey, what's happening, everybody? So the link in chat. Hopefully, everybody's had a good weekend and a good Monday. I keep forgetting it's freaking Monday. Link is posted. What's happening, UP or UP's doppelganger? As UP's normally not in here until later. Link is in the chat. If anybody chooses to jump in, you're more than welcome to. Not required to, but it always is more fun to have somebody to talk to. Oh, we have UP again. Hey, what's happening, UP? Oh. Sorry, 8 million, 8 million little random things here. What's happening, Dougorama? Doug, the Dougster. Making Dougies. Doug. Yes, goat. Dougster. Yeah, it's been a crazy, crazy weekend. It's a good week. Lots of growth for the channel. Got a chance to meet some friends I haven't seen in a while. And some friends that I've seen pretty recently, at least no name, which was pretty cool to see everybody. Got to see Austin from Lucor Racing, Dylan from Levi's Backyard Performance. I think I said the channel right. I don't know why, but I was screwed up. Jay from Irish Outlaws. Jason. I cannot remember his name. Same Mass, something Garage. Jeff from Two Hacks, and someone else that I'm going to completely book. For some reason, I have a mental block with some people's names, so I do apologize. It was awesome to see you either way. Doug, she just finished up dinner. What's happening, Lauren? New Guys Garage. Tom is still. Oh, dude, you're still. That sucks, my friend. I'll heal up before holidays. Hey, speaking of the devil, yeah, it was cool to see Dylan and the lady Dylan. It was good to see them this weekend. It was good to go out to dinner with a bunch of people, and that was fun. I look forward to that stuff. This stuff you can't. The show is fun, but actually making connections, and especially with friends, is fun. It was also really fun to hang out with Jeff from 2X Garage. He is a dynamo, to be sure. Unfinished no dinner tonight for you. Well, that sucks, dude. Yes, Alex, thank you. Oh, hey, Dean, what's happening? Swinging by to say hi, going to bed. Got home about 45 minutes ago. Have a good night. Yeah, well, I will see you Friday. So Friday night, we're doing an epic live stream. We're getting the band back together. So it's New Guys Garage, New Guys Guitar, DNS, Pickle. Come on, cross fingers for me. Witty, Junkyard, and myself. So Friday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Central, 6:30 Mountain Time. We're doing an epic live stream, and we used to do them kind of rotating around on everybody's channels, but stuff kind of got crazy. Everybody had started having kids out in Montana, which would be actually that way. And so it's good to have everybody get back together. And then I'm going to do the 2,000 subscriber giveaway thing next Monday. There was just too much going on to do it this Monday, unfortunately. So it'll be a nice little Christmas present to a few people, which is cool. Hey, so I know what's happening. And I did hit 1 million views over on Sunday morning. I woke up to 1 million views, which was awesome. So I'm going to do probably something for that. It really just depends on cash flow and everything else. I've got a table full of stuff for the giveaway, which was pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, Friday. Yes, it is a Friday. You're allowed to eat fries on Friday, right? I don't want to screw that up. Brooke said she remembered your camera girl's name. She's no. I call Lauren the camera human. It's quicker and easier. Oh, and Lauren says, yeah, it was nice to see everybody. It really was. It was nice to see. I hadn't seen Austin or Jay from Irish Outlaws since the 2023 No Name Nationals, so it was nice to see them again and actually get. No Name Nationals is fun, but there's a difference when you sit down and you're talking with people, like eating a meal or something, that you just kind of, I don't know, it's different. It's fun either. Both things are definitely fun, but it was definitely a good time to kind of just chill with everybody and talk and see everybody's doing and see what's happening. It's nice that Indy isn't central to everybody, but it's central enough that people from everywhere can go there, and it is helpful. I'm looking forward to hopefully having more people join or meet next year that haven't been able to come this way from the west side of the country. So, oh, all right. Only thing I has to point to is right from Montana. Yeah, well, yeah, there technically it's that way because that way's just more Canada, or sorry, that way's just more Canada or Canada, and then technically that way, about right there would be Pickle. That way would be Dan and Honest Peyton and Tom. Yeah, that way would be the Montana boys. That way would be all my southern friends. That way would be the Ohio guys. Most of them are kind of in that line. And then that way would be, about there would be Jim Southwest Garage, and Indy. So how did you keep the camera smooth at PRI? Were you on a roller blade? No, I finally was able to afford to get a gimbal. If you don't know what a gimbal is, I can get it out and show you guys. But especially for me, I have so much physical damage that I can't be stable with the camera. I don't walk smoothly because there's a whole bunch of messed up stuff here. And the gimbal travels and takes up and stabilizes, which made a huge difference, that really helped a lot. Once I finally got comfortable with it, once Lauren finally got comfortable with it. So, no, they had the DJI gimbals on sale. It was like half off on Black Friday, and it was inexpensive enough I could finally get one. So, left to you. Yeah, as Lauren says, I have an anti-wiggle device, or as most people would call it, a gimbal. Let's see. So, yeah, would anybody like to know? The show was a ton of fun. I got to meet a couple connections. Hopefully, will be beneficial to the channel in multiple ways. I got to talk to a few more Michigan companies, and hopefully, there'll be some more shop tours. The shop tours are hard to kind of get together because some companies are just not comfortable with having their stuff shown, which I fully understand. And a lot of other stuff is timing. And I had a couple lined up for this year that just didn't go through due to something happened with the business. They wanted to wait for something else, or it just got lost in the wash and things just didn't happen. I get some really cool ones this year. The Detroit Steel Wheels one was awesome because that's over 1,000 views, which is by far my most successful shop tour video. So a couple of them that I really had hoped were going to do much better didn't, unfortunately. And there's nothing different about them. There's really neat topics. And I went to the Detroit Historical Society's storage facility where they keep all the cars and bubbles. And the one or two other videos that are out there have, the one from Haggerty has a couple million views. And I don't know if it's my channel size, I don't know if it's me or if it's the algorithm or what, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do, unfortunately. Like I was saying, it's not messed up. We call that warware. When you go through hell, it leaves you wore down. I promise it's different than what age does to you. Well, I've got a combination of age and surgical related issues. So Lauren was asking what was my favorite car that I saw. I don't know. Honestly, I was so busy doing everything else and taking videos, I don't actually know. I think honestly that, as silly as it sounds, there was a little Honda, which I should actually be able to pull that up from my channel videos. Give me 1 second, everybody. Sorry. That is the wrong button. And it's actually my favorite one simply because of one silly thing. So I'll share this in a second here. And it might sound silly, but this, make sure this is in the right frame. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to full screen this so you can sort of see it. So this little Honda CRX is actually a pretty sweet little car. The wing is a little much for my taste, but it's actually a twin turbo V6, but I kind of like that paint job for the Honchero because I'm going to have to do something with the Honchero, and I kind of like that tan, orange, red, and white. Like it's actually a good color scheme. And then the Honda that I have isn't, well, it's not that much different basic body shape than this Honda. That was a neat little car anyway. That actually should be a fast little guy. Wide body, like I said, the wings a little much, but I don't know if they built it as a time attack or a SCCA style car. Well built car, and they definitely put a lot of time and effort into it, that's for sure. Let's see what I like. Haven't watched any of your PRI vids yet, and more medical testing on me tomorrow. So, well, wish you luck, man. Medical stuff is no fun. Well, I'm saying that was really cool. There were a lot of really neat cars at PRI. Like, there's just don't get around. There was a ton of cool stuff. Lots and lots of neat. I mean, it's almost hard to pick like that one for the color scheme, but other than that, there were so many neat cars. I don't like nothing specifically was like I didn't like no one stood out more than the other one that I videoed, and I videoed got a lot of cars. There's still another probably 10 or 15 videos I'm going to be releasing over the next day. I did very well for the channel. We did a live stream going there because we went and stopped at Uranus to get fudge. Not Uranus, but Uranus. And then we did a live stream going back, and then just the videos. I was about 16,000 views away from 1 million views, and I'm 6,000 more than 1 million now. So it was definitely a very productive weekend on a lot of levels. It was nice just to get away. Nice to see friends. Nice to see some companies. I was able to meet the guys from Fluid Film again. I did Fluid Film brush on a silly, complicated story. Friends at Hoist House let me use their friend's VW microbus camper, or van again, I guess would be the right way because it's pop-up camper style. And so we undercoated that, and that video's done well. It's the only video online where somebody actually brushed it on, which is cool. And it was nice to see them again. It was nice to meet the ASUS guys in person. Might be something with that. Can't tell. Don't know. It's one of those things. Just have to see how it goes. But it was nice to meet them, see the actual physical stuff. It was nice to talk to the guys for Quick Performance who build rear ends and third members and stuff because I need something for the Honchero. And just umpteen million things. Unfortunately, right now I'm focused on 4-liter stuff, and the only people who even had any 4-liter product at all, 4-liter Jeep straight six, were ASUS. They had a distributor there at the event. No one else. That was my question. Everybody goes, when are you going to make this? When, half jokingly, but nobody's going to. So I'm wondering about entering Laguna for a future car. It costs a little money, but I think you get a major discount on hotels. Nice. I didn't even know. I thought that was all invite only from the either PRI or the manufacturers brought them in. But that's cool. I should think about that for the Honda too. Hell, I should think about that if I ever actually get the Chandler fully done to mimic the 70s Baja style I'm looking for. It definitely doesn't look fast. They could drive over stuff. I mean, it does have its advantages. So the orange mid-engine Chevy truck is my favorite. Yeah, that's a neat. Surprisingly, that video's done like 10 views. I thought that would be kind of other people would be all over that thing. It's a mid-engine Chevy truck. I'll pull it up. So this thing is actually a pretty neat freaking truck, and they put a lot of time and effort in this thing. I mean, there's no shortage of time spent. So there we go. Okay. So this thing is actually a mid-engine. What in the Doug?
Have no fear, the Dougster is here.
What's crapping, Doug? So this thing is a mid-engine OBS, or like probably 94 GMC.
Yeah.
So they took a transaxle and engine and put it as low as you can get in the bed. This thing is pretty freaking neat.
The Fall Guy truck, after the television show, annihilated like 6 trucks, and General Motors gave them another one and said, look, we can't keep supplying you trucks like this. So they came up with a different thing, and mid-engined it.
Yeah. You remember seeing that? And it's almost like it was in the passenger seat next to the driver mid-engine because that truck was so freaking honking big. That and they braced the crap out of the axles.
Right. That thing's got a handle like nobody's business.
Well, it was also a 3/4 ton long bed truck on like 36-inch bias ply tires, at least Fall Guy trucks. So I don't know if I would say handle, but that orange one did. So, or should
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, that's what I meant was the orange one handling.
Hold on one sec, Doug. Pause for station identification.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Same 6%
Doesn't an
time.
ice cold Pepsi sound good right now? Visit our
Nope.
concession stand. Sloppy Joes and hamburgers, $3 each.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby.
All right. So I didn't get a chance to talk to the Hastings guys, but I did get you a couple stickers.
Cool.
Yeah, they were. I'll just say they were busy.
Yep.
And so I'd considered taking a free sample, but I don't want to do that. So
As cool as that would be. Yeah, don't break laws, even though it would be cool.
Well, depending on what happens with the show, they don't want to take any of that crap home with them anyway. So
this is true. A friend of mine is bidding on. He's won some auction somewhere. He's bidding on a double-sided, vac-formed Hastings sign. It's the tough guy holding a filter and an air filter. It's like 26 by 18.
cool.
It says Hastings filters on it. I hope I get it. We'll see.
I was wondering if by a friend you meant you. So
No, it's not me. I actually have a friend of mine who's big into antiques, and he's got an unbelievable eye. You'll not believe what he finds for me. It's amazing.
that's cool. And Lauren's saying her favorite was the Mickey Thompson car. I didn't take a lot of video when finally went into the stadium because PRI is the Indianapolis Convention Center. There's two halves of it, and then there's a tunnel, and you can go into Lucas Oil Stadium, which is where the Colts play.
Yep.
And they have a big display of all their trailers and stuff, mostly over there. And I didn't take a lot of video there, unfortunately, but there was some pretty neat stuff. They had the rock bouncers and some of the other big Jeeps and stuff over there.
What was the Mickey Thompson car? Drag car?
It's the chameleon paint.
Hold on one second.
Was it a navy blue Mustang? Was it an orange Pontiac Grand Am? Or a yellow Pontiac Grand Am?
It was not a Grand Ham.
I had to ask, right?
Of course it. Well, I only posted like 50 videos, and I still have more. So there's that.
Oh yeah, I mean, that thing was like footage and then some.
So it was this bad boy. This is actually a very nice car, and it actually had ghost flames in the Mystic paint.
That's such a cool color when you're in the right light, but on a bright sunny day, it looks just that good. On a drab day, the car looks dookie brown.
Well, yeah, it is and also body style makes a difference. The lines of the car,
yes,
when it accentuates the color right. If it doesn't, it looks like a turd sandwich.
Okay, when Lauren said commented the Mickey Thompson car, I thought it was actually one of Mickey Thompson's cars.
No, it was not one of Mickey Thompson's actual cars.
But I could totally see that at PRI.
Yeah, they had a full line. I have a video of it up, but they had a full line of IROC because I think it's Ray Everham is bringing back some version of a limited IROC series with the older cars racing.
Yeah.
Down through the tunnel from the convention center to the stadium, they had old Camaro, old second gen Camaro, third gen Camaro, fourth gen Camaro, Dodge when they did the Stealth or the Daytonas,
Mhm.
and then the later model when they did the last of the Firebirds. So they had them in a row down the thing, which was pretty cool. I mean, that was literally. I think we talked about this on Tony's live stream. That was the last real stock-ish car. Was that series?
Yeah. I remember an IROC series, one with the Camaros, and I remember the Daytona when everyone drove Dodge Daytonas.
Yeah. And they
That
went
was
to
another
Stealth.
spec race.
Yeah, then they went to Stealth because they just rebodied the cars. And they went to Stealth.
Right.
And the last ones were the last gen Firebird, the 98 ups, and then it just kind of went in the early 2000s, if I remember it correctly.
Racing the Firebird, especially that generation Firebird, you definitely have an aerodynamic advantage.
No. Oh, and
Those
they're all
cars are so aerodynamic that coupled with their aerodynamicness, the aerodynamic whatever, plus the 6-speed, those things get like 30 something miles to the gallon if you drive it nice.
I don't know what that means, Doug. I don't know how to leave a stoplight not going as fast as I humanly can. So
I understand.
I don't necessarily speed, but I get from point A to speed as fast as humanly possible.
Right.
And
Right.
especially being here in Michigan, I'm normally 8 car lengths away from the next douche nozzle at the light that can't understand where the vertical pedal is. There's a lot of things about Florida that are weird, but that whole the only thing I really hate about Michigan, I don't like much of anything, is when you're 8 cars back at a light and you're never going to make it because everyone takes that 3-4 seconds to go
Right.
from the light. It's like I just want to shove them through the traffic.
Right.
Just go.
I bet you actually do that going down the road. You're like, time to go.
It's a good thing I have a lot of exhaust because I'm pretty sure there's some expletives that are coming out going, go, mother. It's a good thing the Chandler does not have.
Watch your finger.
Yeah, well, that's what I should have in the Chandler. What's happening, Dutch? Everybody drove Daytonas more like Shadows and Acclaims. Well, in the IROC series.
In IROC series.
Yeah.
I had a Dodge Shadow.
And growing up in Florida, I don't think I ever saw anything but maybe a Daytona. None of that stuff was down there. It was all Toyotas and Hondas and trucks.
That 1 year Daytona, like the late 80s, early 90s, had this weird fuselage looking dash, and it looked like half a trash can pointed at you and the steering wheel. And it encompassed so much of that distance between the wheel and everything that they actually put this little teeny tiny, it's the smallest turn signal lever I've ever seen in a car. It's only like that big. I mean, it just looks like something that you're going to break off accidentally on day 2.
Nice.
And it's on the left side of the actual dash, not on the column.
Oh, nice. So it's convenient.
Very.
That sounds a lot like the Berettas, where a lot of the controls are on the dash and those weird little dial wheels.
Yeah, the Corsica had those too. That was like the Gizmo race around the same time. Ford had the volume up down in a convenient spot on the dash, so hands free driving.
Mm.
Or yeah.
I'm actually only Donald saying the wife and I both yell expletives in the stereo when it's taking long to make it light. That's the one thing about Michigan that just.
So what's interesting is when do you guys sync up? Is that real when real magic happens because you guys are both saying, because usually it's, he's saying this and she's saying that. Of course, none of it's good.
Yeah. You're fine, Max. Max is right here. Say hi to the people, buddy. Hi, boy.
Oh, you're talking about your gimbal. Well, you're on mine right now.
Hey,
Yeah.
what brand do you get, or do you have?
Hohem Q something something.
Is it
Yeah.
a Zenith? Does it start with an X or a Z or an H?
Starts with an H.
Okay. So there's
It's
like
like
2 or 3 companies that make decent ones.
it's like Hohem. Yeah, Hohem. Hohem.
Ho ho!
Ho ho. This thing has the cutest little remote control. Tell me you're not going to lose that on like the first day.
Yeah, you could swallow that by accident.
You could swallow that by accident.
Oh, McDonald's saying his gimbal is just his fat ass.
Uh-huh. I had that model.
Yes. Zenith made a heck of a tube TV. Yes, they did. So did Sanyo. I had a Sanyo tube TV for a long time.
My grandfather was big into his television. He had a big old satellite dish when you still had the, the actual humongous satellite dish in the backyard, and he had 4 foot of equipment stacked on top of this Curtis Mathis TV. Grandpa always had a Curtis Mathis TV. That used to be the brand. Zenith wasn't bad either, though.
Yeah, well, this will date me. I bought my first TV I think I was probably 12 or 13. It was a 19-inch Sanyo. I got it from Service Merchandise. So, did you guys even have Service Merchandise up here?
Never heard of it.
It was sort of like
ABC Warehouse?
yeah, but sort of mixed with Walmart. Like you could get BB guns and Swiss Army knives and a TV there. I mean, they had they had a weird mixture of stuff.
Could you lay it away there?
Yes. I
Okay.
think.
Lady Dougster just walked through and she goes, lay away. And I went, yeah, she's right.
Oh, McDonald's saying I fixed many a good Zenith. And I always wanted to build myself a Heathkit TV.
Some of those Heath kits are neat. I have a Heathkit dwell meter engine, little handheld engine analyzer.
Okay.
And I've got something else that's Heathkit also.
Simon saying local highway patrol saw the Slimobile for the first time last week. I want an appeal on a speeding fine, so he's going to give me a hard time. Yep. Yeah.
Man. Just pulled out the old Slimobile and raising heck with it already? Man.
If my limited knowledge of Australia and their ridiculous automotive laws is anything from what I've learned on car mods, that place is horrible. If you drive anything on the road, it has to be exact. Like they don't like anything being futzed with, and that's saying my grandfather took his 401k in the 90s and cashed it out for Radio Shack stock. Least to say, that's the last time my family tried getting fancy with technology. Well, if he'd done that in the 70s and had cashed it, it fully cashed it out in the 90s, early 2000s, he probably would have been fine. It's all the timing is a bitch sometimes. Radio Shack was the shit for a long time.
Radio Shack was the shit for a long time. What was always funny is so many people would turn their nose up to Radio Shack stereo equipment. Oh, God, it's Radio Shack. Oh, Radio Shack was last year's run of Pioneer. Whatever's new, whatever they were making last season, that's what's Optimus brand now at Radio Shack. It's Pioneer with a different label on it. So, yeah, that stuff was great.
Oh, come on. It was like AMC, but for radios.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they had really nice remote control cars when I was a kid, and I can't tell you how many sets of tires I went through in one of those little high revers. I think I burned through 3 sets of tires. And that thing just about wheelie if you did it right. If you
I was
backed it up real slow and hit it hard, it would just.
nice. The only remote control car that I had from Radio Shack was a silver Lamborghini Countach. And the thing was so cheap that I believe it broke like 2 days after Christmas.
They had a little monster truck that sort of looked like the original Bigfoot. I
Yeah.
had one or two of those, and it looked like a little dune buggy. That's one that would almost wheelie. And then they came out with those little tiny like 1/64 scale ones that you could charge on the controller,
Yes.
and they wouldn't drive over anything. Like you had to have
Yeah.
like a
A piece of
countertop
paper
or
was
something,
was an issue. Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
wouldn't go for more than like a minute or two. But they were literally like the size of a Hot Wheels.
Those were really cool. No, I thought they were smaller than that. I thought they were half the size of a Hot Wheels.
The one that I had was right about the same size as a Hot Wheels. I thought about
Oh.
rebodying it, but they probably did make some.
Oh. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yours had the juice box that was the gas can
No, it had a regular remote control that you plugged it into the top of.
to charge off of. Oh, yes. Yes.
They just pulled the sucker into the top.
There was an older version where you actually had the thing called the juice box, and it was a battery with 2 leads off of it, and you'd plug into the car to charge up the car.
Nice. Oh, McDonald's saying I drive my 2 little dogs insane with my RC truck. I would expect nothing less.
My friend one day, he before he started to really go crazy on his little Traxxas Slash RC car, he has me take it out. He goes, "Go play with it. Drive it like you stole it." And I was really impressed with it, how well it performed and how much power it had right out of the box. I was playing with it right out of the box. And then he went out and just, of course, went all off the deep end building it. And yeah, he's like, "Want to drive it now?" And I'm like, "No, not that. Now that you got all that money tied up in it, no." But that thing was awesome. Is awesome.
You got any plans for the holiday season? Oh, it's a dogster. Tis the dogster.
Uh, Family Christmas on mom's side of the family is Saturday, and then my main family, mom, dad, and my sisters, brother-in-laws, grandkids, etc., is the following Sunday. So it's Christmas this weekend.
It happens. That's amazing. Christmas is a week from now. It's nuts. This year's
Right?
gone by at 100 miles an hour.
Yep. And it's only going to get worse as we get older.
Speak for yourself, Doug. I'm fine.
Right.
I can tell myself that. I'm technically 3 ages in one. I've got young organs, middle-aged me, and old bones. I can play with whatever I decide to feel like that day.
That's right.
Slimo, my old RC car has a wire from the controller, so you have to run behind it. I remember those when I was a kid. I do remember those when I was a kid. Those are the absolute lamest thing humanly possible.
Oh yeah, I also remember my RC car freaking out because something was interfering with it.
No interference.
Yeah, interference.
Max, chill.
And that was sad because I like I said, I think I played with it 3 days.
It's
And
amazing how. Go ahead, Doug.
it broke in the stupidest spot. Where the hub actually slid onto the axle, it snapped off right there. So there was no good way of and it was a smooth, not even knurled axle. So there's no good way to put it back on.
Yeah.
For
It's amazing that I went with Derek and his girls to a hobby shop like a year ago, and it's amazing the level of detail in those things now. The suspension articulation, the tires, the wheels, the bodies,
Yes.
but
Yes.
they're grand. It's like there isn't a chance in hell. There's just no way. I couldn't. That's a car for me. That's actually two cars for me most of the time.
My friends entered a car. They did like a 32 Ford Street Rod in the model competition at an Autorama, and they did two models and they cut one off and they made a trailer out of the ass end of the second car, painted everything to match. His dad at the time was the ran the body shop at a Cadillac dealer in Grand Rapids, so they were painting a car purple, so the model got painted with real automotive paint in the booth, and they didn't really get anything for awards or anything. But when we were checking out the cars, there was a guy there that had a 1940 Pontiac that was done up as a cutaway car, like you'd see on the cover of a Haynes manual. You could
Yeah.
see the window regulator. There's a kidney, there's a triangular piece missing from the door to show this. There's a third of the cars missing to show this. That's what that car looked like. And the best part was because he had cutaway tires too to show brakes and everything. The other three tires had air in them. And we're like, no, they do. They all have air. And he goes, no. Like, it has a Schrader valve. I have to fill them with a little pump. They have air. They're pressurized with air. We're like, really? And he went over and he deflated one for us.
What scale was this?
Model size,
Like
7-inch. Yeah,
18th?
yeah, like 7-inch car body. Yeah.
That's a little much.
Yes.
That's having far too much time on your hands.
It was awesome. It was awesome. But yeah, the guy had a lot of time in that.
Oh, yeah, we've got a Minnesotan.
Dan the man.
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
What's crapping in there, Dan?
Oh, not much.
Oh, we're back to the broom handle.
Yep.
So is it above -10, so you're out in the garage again?
Yes, it's a balmy 28 out here.
A
So,
balmy 28. It
pretty
actually
warm,
is. It got up into the 40s today. It was cold down in the teens, snowed like hell, got warm and rainy, and felt like spring today. Now the snow's gone.
Yeah, it's raining. Now it's supposed to be okay tomorrow, and then snow Wednesday, then rain Friday. It's like just pick. I only actually want snow on Christmas. That's it. The rest of it can just take a hike.
well, you're not interested in any snow there?
No,
Just
the
on
body
Christmas.
can't take it anymore. Cannot.
Understandable.
That all the nerve damage and stuff. It's like it was fun walking around in Indy in 15-degree weather with some freaking wind chill. I think we were only about a block from the hotel to the convention center, but that was a cold ass walk. Oh, McDonald's saying it's 41 there.
How far away from the stadium are you to the Capitol building?
Actually, I have no idea.
Because over by the Capitol building, next door to it, is the Mardi Gras Center, and it's like 4 buildings, I want to say, with escalators that run between them, and it's 5 stories of mall, and it's 4 floors are actually stores, and then the top floor is like the Mardi Gras Center, and it's like convention hall and fancy restaurants and stuff like that. Well, it's right next door to the Capitol, and over the intersection of that main drag right there, they have a glass atrium above the intersection. So you can stand in the middle of the street and look out at a commanding view on all 4 directions from downtown Indy. It's really cool.
Do you know what street it's on? By any chance?
No, I don't.
I think there's a couple of those vertical malls, and there's a bunch of walking stuff, and I'm so focused on the show that I might have been right next to it and didn't even know it.
In the one building, if you're actually up in the Mardi Gras Center in the very top of that mall and you look over the railing, you look all the way down to the first floor.
Nice.
It's
That's
pretty high up there.
Yep. Well, I must be getting old or something because I am a proud new owner of one fascious plantitis whatever foot, or plantar's fasciitis foot, whatever that is.
You have
Yeah.
plantar fasciitis?
Yeah, I got it in my left foot, and because of
Start-
that, I've been walking funny on my left foot now for the past couple days. So now my right foot's all fucked up because of it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Stretch
Chuck.
more. Dan, stretch more. Touch your toes.
Yeah.
Start
And
stretching.
As a
I
guy
want
who's
that.
had 8-foot surgeries on one foot, yeah.
I had it for a long while.
I figured you'd know my pain.
Pretty
I
much.
do too, Dano. I do too. I had it in both
Yeah.
my heels for a while. It's horrible.
Oh, it's
Start stretching. Touch your toes.
I got compression socks. I've just been
I-
wearing 24/7. Then
Yep.
I got the expensive fucking Dr. Scholl's insoles for
Has
it.
that made a difference?
Oh yeah, no, it's made a difference. It's made my feet unbelievably sore because I'm not used to walking on them.
Right.
So
Yeah. It's going to take you some time to get used to it.
yeah, so that's been fun because fucking on my feet for 8 hours a day at work.
I'm
And
telling
then
you, Dan, start stretching. You'll be glad you did. That's how I got rid of mine, was stretching.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you got that from lifting the free engine. That's possible.
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, I said I could see the top of the Capitol building when I was walking around. It says it was probably a half mile away. Yeah, I'm going to pull the
Yeah.
map up.
The Capitol building is right next door. Right next door to the Capitol building is this big stall statue, and then there's a roundabout that goes around it. So you could go out there with your hot rod and drift that for a while.
Yeah, so let me get in the other screen here. So this red thing is the Capitol building.
Okay.
Okay, this is the conference. This is the second part of it. That's the stadium. So it's not very far at all. And our hotel was literally right here. So it was walking distance, a block basically.
How bad do they whack you for a room?
It's $180 a night, which is actually, believe it or not, is extremely cheap. If you try to, we were supposed to be in a hotel that was farther away, was all I could get, and then that hotel wasn't done in time, so they moved us to this one. This was a 5-star hotel. They had like bellhops and people taking your luggage, and it was way
Jesus
fancier than I
Christ.
could. And
Wow. You're the luckiest man I know.
6% recycle here. Yes, bellhop.
Pinky's out.
Take my luggage up to room
Doug.
4D.
Pinky's out. Hold on, Pinky's out. And Austin from Lucor Racing came in Thursday night, and he said he was trying to find a hotel room. And that hotel, it was called the Omni, was $400 to $500 a night. Because if you buy it through PRI, they buy blocks of hotels, so you get a really reduced price. That's the only way I could afford to stay there, because all that stuff in that area is stupid expensive.
Yeah. Did you meet anyone cool at PRI?
Mostly people I know. There were a couple people walking around doing stuff that I did, you'd know from auto shows, but they were all working. I just left them alone.
Did you get any new hot leads or anything for nothing?
Couple things. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully some shop tours, maybe some partnerships. We'll see. It's harder right now because what I'm doing is that nobody makes anything for the 4-liter Jeeps, which is what I was saying earlier. Like the only company that had anything there at all for that engine was Ace's Fuel Injection. They actually had a distributor on their board that was for the Jeep. It was like, oh my God, it's an actual 4-liter part. Holy crap. Like, next year with all the other stuff I'm building and as things go through, it'll be easier to say, well, I'm doing this, this, and this. Because it's, either the Buick V6 or the 383 or pick your poison. There's going to be something should have more access to stuff.
3.8 carbureted 3.8 V6.
Yeah, well, it is for now.
Yeah.
Scott, did you know you can see the Ren Center from Stony Creek? I did not, but I wouldn't be surprised. I want to say that area was all. Yeah, there was massive parking structures going up right next to the hotel. There's one or two videos I had when we went out in the morning, and just an endless row of concrete trucks just pouring and pouring and pouring. Yeah, yes, Dutch. I have great poop on.
Great poop on.
Me to poop on. Yeah, so the hotel was right here.
The insult comic dog.
Yes. Yeah, and this whole area is going to be parking from the looks of it, from what's going up. But yeah, we were basically a block. There's a lot of good restaurants, a bunch of fun stuff to do. It's much cleaner than Detroit. Maybe the only person who really get that reference is Doug, but
it really is.
The homeless people seem like they bathe.
Yeah.
And weed is not legal there, so not everything smells like weed.
What's
I don't actually like weed either way. I just don't want everything to smell like it. Personally, I think government should have no saying what you do or don't do, but I don't also need every goddamn thing on the planet to smell like it. But
they could genetically modify it so it doesn't fucking stink when it burns. That'd be great.
Well, they all smell different. Depends on how they're grown, apparently. I know about this much about weed, so
yeah. I know nothing.
So what are you doing for the holidays there, Danster?
Yeah, not a whole heck of a lot. Meeting with the family, Christmas Eve. About it.
Christmas Eve has been a tradition for years with my family too.
Yeah, we don't really do anything for Christmas Day. I mean, it's all over Christmas Eve. By the time we get back home, Santa's already been there, since we've been gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now I'm going to my mom's Christmas Eve, and then we'll go to my cousin's Christmas Day, and that's part of the family is there. There's enough of the cousins, their families are split up, and some of them are starting to have more kids, so it gets a little divided. Like, you chunk it out more, but as their kids get older and as they have them, we'll do more family stuff. But everybody's at an age now that they're all grown.
Yeah. Well, we used to do Christmas Eve at the mom's family and then Christmas Day over at the dad's family until both grandma and grandpa died. And then we didn't give a shit about the rest of them, so we just stopped that.
What's happening in Base Creations?
The rest of that family is we don't care about.
Nice. Slime was saying the Google Earth stuff is pretty good, so always tie up your bathrobe. Good to know, Slimo.
Google Earth
For
stuff.
the longest time, there was if you were to do Street View of the house, like my parents' house. That day when the Google mapping vehicle was driving through, I was walking across the front yard of my mom and dad's house, and all my parents' friends were like, "Doug's famous. Doug's on Google."
Yeah.
They didn't blur your face out.
Sometimes I like to get on that Google Earth and look up places I've been and I'll see cars that I haven't owned in years just sitting in the driveway, and it's like, good times.
I've noticed that.
Oh, we've been warned.
Hey, it's a one.
The Wanchero.
Hey, hey, give me a moment there. Hey, how you doing? Oh,
Hey,
yeah. I don't know if
Hey,
you guys
Ron.
hear me or not.
We can hear you. It sounds like you're on a radio show.
Caller, you're caller 5.
No, caller, you're number one.
Ooh,
you're
who's
number
caller
one.
number
Hey,
Hey,
one?
hey, oh.
how you guys are
There we go.
doing? Howdy, howdy.
It's
Hey,
Blue Card One.
Table for Juan.
Yes.
Yeah, well, or more
table
than
for
one.
one.
Juan is the
Yeah,
loneliest number that you ever knew.
2
yeah.
is just as bad as 1.
But
Too
the
many
loneliest
people
number
want to
is
be
the
number
number
one.
Juan.
Number one.
The shot of flavor is here. How you all? Merry
Ah,
Christmas
good
to
Yeah,
job,
everybody.
shot of
Dano.
flavor.
Good job.
Mhm.
So we got
Well,
number one and only Dan.
Only dance.
We
that's
got to make that
that's
happen,
kind of
even
fun.
as a gag.
Only dance is just that's fits like a glove. It was just made for the guy. Only
That would
dance.
be a different
We'll
kind of
make it
only
only
dance thing. It
Dan.
would fit like a glove one.
See, the best thing would be, especially if you were to do the only Dans, then you need like a group picture of you and all the other Dans of only Dans. And everyone needs to have a "Hi, my name is" ticker. It's
Hi, my
Dan.
name is Dan.
Yep, "Hi, my name is Dan." But
Ace
everyone in the
figure
room
to the
has to
channel.
be a Dan.
Yeah, like have your brother walk in and go, "Hey, Dan," everybody just turns around.
Right.
I don't want to see that.
Which one? Hey, Danny.
That is gonna look more awful than Grinch vomit. No, I am not signing for that.
That's a weird visual, but okay. Yeah, Jason's saying hi, Dan.
Yeah,
Hi
hi.
there, Jan.
I'm considered cousin out of my family, so to further that a little more every year, this year I may put 2 cars on blocks in the front yard.
Yeah.
With
There
Christmas
you go.
lights on it.
With Christmas, with at least one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
a
then
beer
it's
can
your
with a candle in it.
Walmart had some great prices on lights.
Seriously speaking, I won't say a lot about it, but Mr. Dutch does a pretty nice job in the Christmas light department.
Oh,
That's something I gotta see. Well, I have 3 up. I have some lights too. Outside at home, I don't.
Oh, but now I'm saying 8 of the 9 houses I have lived in are still around. One of the 3 Detroit homes I lived in is gone, including the whole neighborhood.
The
That
whole
is,
neighborhood is gone. How
Yeah.
eerie is that?
Yeah.
that's a lot of. Well, if it's not
fucking
gone,
neighbor.
depending on where it is, it's burned out and
Right.
it's sad.
But
Yeah, it is
Olmec,
sad.
Olmec is he's referring to the Stone Age? Like people were so old that there's no one there?
No, we're talking about neighborhoods in Detroit
Right.
that no one lives there anymore, and they're basically they burned out, they're destroyed, they're tore down, their whole neighborhoods are now just empty blocks.
Well,
In Detroit's peak,
In
there was
Detroit,
about
yes.
1.5 million people. Detroit is several hundred square acres.
well, at least I know what I'm gonna mention. I think only Dan will appreciate it. If you go woke, you will go broke.
That's right.
If you go Democrat, that's what is gonna happen.
No, hey, Childish Gambino said stay woke. So.
Look at the face of Dog. Dog didn't even like what I said at all.
I
Oh
really
my!
don't care.
I knew there were some liberals on the panel.
Literals or liberals? You kind of got a little confused there. Literals or
I
liberals?
say limerence. Does that
Literals,
matter? Does that
liberals.
count?
Literals, liberals.
You know,
Liberals
I'm
are
getting the
up,
bullet to not make fun of liberals. I'm
and
just
the
gonna say
and the realists are down here on my side. So this is a joke, folks.
That's a great idea. Let's just talk politics and get
no,
6%
yeah, no, let's
canceled.
not just Yeah, because you can just watch. Oh, yep, there we go. Lost half the audience. Okay, yeah. There's a reason we don't talk politics.
That's
'Cause
the
it's like
reality,
playing
folks.
Tetris pigeon.
That's our reality. That's what we're gonna face every day.
Yeah,
Everyone,
yeah,
There are
6%. You've had a good run. You got 1 million views on the channel. You got 2,000 subs. Let's just end it tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a good run. Let's hang up the keys. I mean, you know, only can
Yeah.
only take it so far, right, guys?
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like politics don't evolve the right to repair nor help nor fix your things, right? So we just ignore it. It's in front of us, but we gotta ignore it.
Juan,
somehow.
that's not politics with a side. That's the idea that you own your own shit. But that's also not something we talk about because it doesn't help. I don't have a channel that focuses on that, and people don't seem to understand. It's very hard to get people to understand anything if you're talking politics online.
Well, I'm just mentioning facts. I think we saw enough these few months, and we're gonna see other changes. So whether we like it or not, we're in for the ride. So it's like,
Juan, we have been since 1913, but that's a whole nother thing. If you want to talk surface level, that's fine, but that doesn't get you anywhere. It just gets you pecking at a chessboard like a pigeon. Envious gracious is saying, don't talk politics, religion, and football if you want to keep your friends. I don't care about keeping my friends. I just care about keeping these wonderful people that are watching
Well,
us make fun of each other.
envious creation has a certain point. Like,
Wait,
that's the
wait,
only
wait,
thing we have.
wait. Hold the
Uh-oh.
phone. I don't care about keeping friends. I just care about keeping the viewers. You don't consider your audience friends?
Well, no.
You
the funny thing is, I actually have met.
Everybody, look what fame does to a person right there. It gets all big,
Oh.
high, and mighty now.
Yeah, look what fame does to a person. In an insulated garage smoking stogies. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, I think if I were to say tomorrow you're not gonna pay taxes, I think a lot of people will be happy to hear it. So I think people like some things about it. I'm just trolling around, but yeah, I'm kind of being realistic, joking
People still watch
realistic.
football. Yes, lots of people still watch football.
Well, I would prefer to watch a program of Dutch showing his car collection, but it's not what we see often for some reason.
Speaking of car stuff, so has any progress happened with your head removal?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been so bitter cold in the garage that no, I have not advanced. And I'm also out of propane, so I need to re-up my stash.
Yeah, but
and propane accessories, Doug.
Mhm.
Say
You're out
what?
of propane accessories.
Yes, I'm out of propane accessories. Oh, I do have a update though on the head removal process. I am down to one stud that is still seized.
Well,
Yeah.
that's where you were at last week.
Two.
So
I've
what did
come
you do
50%
different?
since then.
What did you do different this time?
Oh, propane.
What did you
What?
perform or did different, Doug, this time?
I pried into the head on the opposite side and from another corner that I normally wasn't working with, and that's what got the stud on the right side to let loose. But the one on the left is still giving me issues.
So you took the tip or the pointer that this guy gave you, is what you're saying? Suggestion?
Which guy?
That guy? Because that guy doesn't exist, one.
Yeah, well,
That guy would be
who's
the
over
dog.
there?
That guy?
Yeah.
Oh, no, hold on, Dan, hold on. I'll fix it.
Oh.
There, point again, Juan. No, now he
Oh,
doesn't.
That guy.
crafty bastards,
That guy.
moving
No,
on.
not that guy.
All right, hold on. All right, Jesus Christ. All right, Juan, point again.
Well, I'm pointing to the right person while I'm backwards. No way. Why on StreamYard is one way and on YouTube is another way? So it should be like this.
Yes.
This is so weird.
Over here.
No,
I know.
from StreamYard, I'm wrong. But on the YouTube, I'm right.
It's always backwards.
Juan,
Yeah.
you're still wrong. Either way, you're still wrong. Sorry.
No, I checked the YouTube side. Let me
I've
check.
tried. I mean, all the ideas that old Dano's come up with, I'll give it a day in court. Nothing ventured, nothing gained for sure.
Yeah,
One of
I
them
was right.
worked. So I
Are
mean,
there? I'm not exactly familiar with the layout of your flathead, but there are spark plugs that go on the top, right?
right.
Right.
But the
Um,
threads are only like a 1/4 inch deep. There ain't dick for threads for those spark plugs.
Well, a 1/4 inch is plenty. I mean, that should be plenty. Uh,
So build a bridge that goes
yeah,
over the stud. Yeah,
and then
I've been thinking
yeah,
about that.
I
yeah.
haven't
Okay,
seen
we're on
Van
the same
Life.
page.
So hi, if you're watching, even if you're watching later, leave us a comment. We would like to know about you.
Pretty much just make a fucking polar for it and just
Yep,
yeah.
that's been one
Do
of
you
my
want-
ideas. I've been apprehensive because of the lack of threads for the spark plug.
No, Doug, you take that freaking pen, it's just one bolt, and you like stretch it out and wiggle it out.
That's right.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
When in doubt, bust the Hulk out. That's Juan's way.
Yeah, just stretch it out. Get up
Yeah,
a little
that's right.
bigger.
That's right.
Yeah,
I'm
just
going
brute
to
force
tap
the
into my
staple hammy.
superhuman strength and just yes.
Or use an air hammer and chisel that thing downwards.
Oh,
Doug, do you
speaking of ideas that worked, I was working with those spacers today on my tunnel ram, and I actually have them on the tunnel ram, and then I ported them to match the opening of the tunnel ram.
Yeah.
Yeah, worked out pretty good. One of them I got a little overzealous when I was taking material out of the inside, so I'm actually going to have to fill in a spot maybe with some fiberglass, and then I'll just sand it all down so it's back contoured to the proper shape, and then I'm going to cover the whole thing with epoxy anyway.
There you go, old Mac.
Yeah, Juan, Doug, do you want to just borrow my 5-pound slide hammer and the puller kit? Just get that damn head off already.
Well, Doug has a job. He has a wife. He wants to take things slowly but surely. So you gotta give him
Wait.
that.
He's not
That-
courting the head. They're not double dating Juan. Get that
Wait.
bitch off there.
Wait. Are there pistons still in this engine?
Yes.
Does it still rotate?
No, that's one of the reasons why I'm pulling the head off.
Dang it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's locked up tighter than Fort Knox, my friend.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Well, to take a barrel, a metal one, put it on the fire,
Full lead.
put on the fire outside of your home, and some pine saw and dip that engine.
It just gets the
Yeah.
whole fucking engine in there.
Yeah, the whole thing, Yeah, because if it's
That'd
stuck
be
like
good.
that,
With ATF, that'd be awesome.
All right,
That'd
we're
be,
getting done.
that'd be quite expensive, though.
that's my haircut, bro.
Yeah, all right.
What are you doing
You're
with my
welcome.
haircut?
Welcome, Joe Divvy. Welcome, Joe Divvy.
What are you doing with my haircut, bro?
Joe
my haircut.
Joe Diffie.
and gentlemen.
Who the hell are you talking to? Ain't a gentleman in here.
The grumpy Dutchman.
Dutch Meister. What's going on, my guy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we were drinking
Yeah.
fine bourbon, and actually, I got to turn the heat off. It's like 74 degrees in here.
It's like 74 degrees in here.
Dutch
Well-
making Mopars, the Dutchman, Dutcherama.
It's like 28 degrees in here.
Well, supposed it's to be cold where I'm at, and I'm getting hotter for some reason. What the? Okay. That's new.
Yeah, I don't know. Getting all fancy with stuff.
68.
Now 69 would be cooler, Dutch. Oh.
There we go. Now we'll shut it off.
And that spray foam turned out real nice, Dutch.
Thank you.
Yeah, I saw Finger. Now I'm seeing a copy of myself. Well, my haircut. Sorry.
So how do you guys know that a mechanic got a piece the night before? He'll have one clean finger.
Yeah.
See, I still gotta buy Tom that slide whistle and send it to him.
And what happens if the mechanic wear gloves?
Then they're not real mechanics.
Yeah, but you got to admit, handling all that acetone and carb cleaner and stuff, if it's cold on your skin, it's bad for your liver. I
Mhm.
mean, as much as I agree that chicken shits, just do it bareback like the old mechanics, but at the same note, you've had stuff where you've gotten into like working on a rear differential or whatever, and then your hands are black for 3 days. It's just in deep down inside the cracks of your fingerprints.
It's not even the dirt. You don't want to smell like diff fluid for any amount of time. Take that.
Yeah.
I've always used when I first started doing oil changes at the dealership, the gloves were an easy thing because then if you did the oil change, you could take the gloves off, jump the guy's car, take it outside. You weren't
Exactly.
having to wash your hands every 5 minutes.
Mhm.
The other advantage I found with the gloves is it actually acts like another layer of skin. So I'd rather have the glove shred than my hands.
Mhm.
You get in a
And-
lot of spots where that glove gets cut. That's the glove getting cut, not you.
And you could be saved by a glove, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I really like. I've got some cheapo. They're almost like those sorry ass food service gloves, the ones that don't even hardly fit your hand. But those are they were cheap and they were at the
The blue
local
ones
hardware store.
that are blue like this or like that guy or that guy, whichever it is.
The what?
What?
The gloves that you can buy cheaply that they are, you said, food grade, so
Yeah, they're like
medical
food
grade.
service gloves. They're just really they're one size fits all kind of things. They're
Yeah,
clear.
one size fits none.
Whoa,
Yeah,
clear.
they're like a half mil
Yeah.
glove.
Yo, no.
Yeah, you look like the Hamburglar after a crack bender. They're just way oversized and gooey looking.
Yeah, because there's other blue gloves that they are everywhere and you can buy them in bulk, but you went way down. Like
Yeah,
the clear ones. Yo, I tried.
yeah.
I
Hey,
can't.
it gets the job done. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't degrade under the under acetone or anything like that. The first set of gloves that I bought were the normal like dishwashing gloves like your grandmother had. The ones that are
Dish
supposed to go.
Doug.
Yeah, acetone and those gloves don't really go well. They get
Well,
sticky.
there was a time they were selling like gloves that would go to here,
Yeah,
but since
like a gauntlet.
since the people started not going out that event, those gloves like disappear from the market. There, I don't see them anymore.
You want to know
Yeah.
why? I'll bet you because they would roll up and pull the arm hair off of your arm. I bet those hurt.
Probably, but probably you can get them, but they are not easy to get as it used to.
Ooh, it's a sunny 12.
Yeah, Mo
Mhm.
Valero, thank you for jumping in. It says it's a sunny 12 in Colorado right now. Well, you got us beat.
Yeah, for once.
Also, Harbor Freight put their gloves on special, so it's worth it when they are on sale, of course.
The Harbor Freight gloves aren't bad. Simon saying I have rubber gloves dissolve with release agent for epoxy molds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I tried wearing the gloves when I did the quick lane shit, but fucking my hands would sweat and then they'd rash up my hands so damn bad it wasn't even worth it. But I'd
Rash-
rather just get oily at that point.
Yeah,
I
so
know.
you must have sensitive skin, Dan, because these don't do shit. The gloves don't do anything to me.
Well, nothing else does shit to my hands.
No.
Like I can dip them in fucking acetone or brake cleaner. It doesn't affect me at all.
Are you
But
allergic?
putting on the gloves, then it's like, ugh.
But you gotta check when you buy a glove if there's some that has like something like a white substance. I don't like those.
It's called powdered one.
Yeah, it just I don't know the name in English, but there's other that has latex. There's other that are silicone. So you gotta be careful what you're using on your hands. Don't buy any glove that you see.
I didn't buy any, but that's just what they have. The quick lane. That's like,
Yeah, most of the medical grade gloves are going to be powdered. That's when you'll see the white powder in the glove.
I have the medicals, but they're not powder. But continue.
Or Larry's saying, I see Dutch is doing a fabulous job in the witness government protection program, or witness protecting his government. I can't even English. I see Dutch is doing a fabulous job protecting his government witness protection program. Joe Diffie.
But I'm trying to say Harbor Freight gloves, it states on the box like it protects you from chemicals. So it doesn't, the glove doesn't absorb it. So you got something there. But
Yeah,
yeah,
they're not bad. I try to get them on sale. I run through them enough. And I get the cheap yellow cotton gloves, the for the doing stuff around the garage. They're like $2 a pair, and they shred.
let me see if I see something.
But I also can't afford to get infections, so I have a different requirements.
These are not mine, but these aren't half bad. But these ain't mine because
hard gloves.
Yeah,
9 mil. Wow.
Wow, you want getting all fancy over there?
that's not mine because I'm not small by any means.
Oh,
I'm large.
Oh, Juan doesn't need a
Who
small
needs
glove.
the magnums,
Uh-huh.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, Juan's got those circus clown hands. It's a poop.
Fucking
No,
wand.
joking.
Circus clown hands.
I'm not joking. I have fat hands and long too. So
Yeah.
you
Juan
can-
needs Magnum gloves. Holy shit.
Magnum gloves. That's what I was talking about.
but yeah,
Rib for her pleasure. Yes, that's what Juan needs.
large or
Yeah,
extra
but
large.
Juan always rolls his gloves inside out. So why should she get all the fun?
All right, Doug. I'm glad you get away with 2 dad jokes. We're cutting you off now.
Yeah, I am not married, folks, nor I indulge in those pleasures for the moment.
Resisting urge to say something stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. Anyone
don't
can
say
say whatever
stupid
they
stuff.
want. I will let them, but I'm not into that at the moment. So waiting for the right lady and the right time and the right everything. So we'll
That's
see.
right.
Or I will be the next 40 years old virgin and they will make a movie about me. Maybe. Who
Maybe.
knows? Mhm.
Actually, Juan will be the 41-year virgin.
I have done a few jokes about that, but yeah, who knows? Maybe I will die. I don't mind.
I mean, not that talking about Juan's virginity isn't fun or nothing, but I sold some shit the other day.
Hey,
Hey,
Wow.
What did you
I
sell?
sold. Well, the guy came
Great
for the
segue,
tri-white
Dan.
headers.
So what did you sold?
Okay,
Sold?
so the guy came over for some tri-white headers I had up, and
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you doing? Yeah. What are you building there? You need anything else? I got other shit." He's like, "Well, I don't know. You got valve covers?" It's like, "Yeah, I got some valve covers over here." And then he spotted my Mickey Thompsons down here, my N50s, and he's like, "Oh man, those are. I'm like a tire and wheel, guy. I collect that shit. How much you want for that?" It's like, can't sell you those. Those are hard to find. I do have some worn out ones that I burned the shit out of behind my garage, though. Oh, really? So I sold them that shit. Fuck, I made LA Bay. I made about $300.
What did you get for the burned to shit tires? Just curious. $25?
How much?
25
That doesn't
bucks?
sound like Dan, Doug.
I
That
don't know.
doesn't
I
sound like
got
Dan.
a solid 50.
Wow. For
Yeah.
no good tires.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, for tires that I completely burned the shit out, I was gonna throw them away, but
He sold them, and
that
he
wasn't
paid.
even listed. The guy came for some headers, and I fucking made out like a bandit off of him.
I wouldn't be any different while I'm here.
like I
Yeah,
said, luckiest man I know, right there.
he
Well,
sold it and
there's
got
actually
paid for garbage retrieval. So there
That's
you go.
right.
there's a really big group of collectors out there that just collect classic tires. So
That was one of them. And I got rid of my valve covers, even though one of them's cracked. But he'll find that out later.
there's actually a
Oh.
classic tire collector group. I joined it. I got like 82 different kinds of white leather tires. I don't know what point in this
Cool.
country we stopped making cool tires, but I think it was about like 87.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, at least for truck stuff, the truck tires are still You can get pretty impressive looking tires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to pay through
But
the
you-
ass to get
I-
them at this point.
You used to not even get an option. You got white walls or white letters on one side, and you got white letters on the other. There was no option.
Right. Or a white wall or a white letter.
Sears
Whoa.
gas station, you actually used to sell drag slicks. I have a brand new set upstairs.
Wow.
Sears was something else.
Sorry, it wasn't. It was a Shell gas station. Shell gas station used to sell those, not Sears. Shell.
I'm a 90s kid. I remember going to a gas station, getting those stickers for those collective vehicles. I don't know what I did to them, but I got the big Ferrari one. That's kind of cool. And I bet that would go for a lot of money nowadays. I bet. Hot Wheels. That's something else too. And tires are getting bigger on new cars. I want to see that. Normal cars are going 17. So
Now
We'll
we need
see.
to get donk wheels where you got 33-inch tires on your 2017 Charger with the Lambo doors.
Yeah, there were quite a lot of those at the Hot Wheels thing I went to.
Man.
no, at Charger, you want to see a good tire on those cars.
What are you doing for Christmas there, Juan?
I'm gonna be alone. For real. So I'm gonna be doing projects probably.
Dang, Juan.
I thought your mom was in town, Juan.
Yeah.
She went to Puerto Rico, and my sister wanted to go to Puerto Rico too. I didn't want to go there.
Oh, Juan's going stag for Christmas. Oh, bounce
He's
chicka
gonna-
bow wow.
Yeah, man.
Juan.
I know. hmm
You're never alone,
Oh.
Juan.
So for Christmas, he really will be Juan is the loneliest number.
Juan.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe they will call me to go to a, to a church family thing on Christmas. Maybe, but I don't know for sure. But I didn't want it to go to Puerto Rico, and I gotta be honest, I didn't want to go there. And yeah, I know it sounds like a drag. Sorry, but I'm being honest
Down
here.
the room. All right, there, Juan. Do you have any friends you can go hang out with, or?
Yeah.
No. The people I know are older, and that's probably the option I may get. But yeah, it's been a hard year, folks, for me.
Well, you can
Good
always go
things,
to.
too. Mhm.
You can always go to a restaurant that doesn't believe in Christ and get a nice meal, Juan. So.
Yep.
I'll be open.
About eating, I don't think that will be a problem. I don't think that, but yeah, it's gonna be a year of man. I don't like the idea, but what else? This Christmas. Oh,
Are you gonna listen to Elvis Blue Christmas on loop?
I have quite a playlist of music. But I'm not,
Hold on.
I prefer Michael Bublé. I prefer Michael
Okay, I
Bublé.
gotta interrupt the Elvis for a second. Let's read Slimo's comment. This Christmas will be the first with no family in jail.
Hey!
Wow, that's what we're talking about.
What the hell is David there, Slimo?
My mom was inmate of the year at county jail.
Yeah,
Hey, you
you
still
sound
got
like I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison. And I went pick her up in the rain.
Before I could get to the station in my pickup truck.
She got run over by a damned old train.
A friend of mine, Steve Goodman, wrote this song, and he said that it was the perfect country and western song, and I said it wasn't the perfect country and western song.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, that sounded like a Friday night in my garage by myself.
Wow.
Lord.
Doug, didn't see the new karaoke machine we got, did you?
Karaoke machine? No.
Got
Is
a
that tied
karaoke
in
machine.
with that with the speaker that's got all the neato lights on it?
Yeah, it's got a
Okay,
12-foot
then yes, I
microphone
did.
on it.
Yeah, I didn't know you could throw a microphone on it. Man, that way I
Came
could
with
piss
it.
off all the neighbors. Sweet.
You can buy a good subwoofer or whatever you call it and put an auxiliary, the music, connect a mic, and it may sound good too. Yeah, those things
My
work.
my one neighbors were complaining about my Christmas lights a few weekends ago.
Why? Why?
Because I have a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
I have a lot of them.
Well,
And it was the last warm day, so I had the barn door open, and I was putting more Christmas lights up. So I took the old, that speaker's got a 15-inch sub in it. I turned it all the way up to 13, and I just put Christmas music on loop all day for the whole neighborhood to hear. And the neighbor 5 houses
That's
down, he
cool.
texted me and he said, "Can you play some fucking Johnny Cash already, or what?"
We can do
wow.
that.
Mo
take a
Barbari's
request.
always spending Christmas the same every year since my wife passed. I go down to the VFW. I'm sorry, man. That's got to be hard.
Yeah.
I wish you the best possible holiday.
Yeah.
And other than annoying your neighbors, what are you going to be doing, Dutch?
Yeah.
Any plans for the holiday there, Dutch?
We have my uppity family come in from out of town. So
My uppity family.
yeah, they're better than us, and they let us know it. So
Then why aren't you guys
Oh.
going to their house?
what's that?
Then why wouldn't you be going to their house if they have a nicer stuff?
Oh, because they live in Detroit, and I got a 30-minute rule. I don't go 30 minutes past my house. And Grandma lives here, so they have to come see Grandma.
Oh, great. So Dutch won't come to my house because I'm 15 minutes over the mark.
Hey, the 30-minute rule keeps my barn from being, more than just a barn full of shit. If you encompass anything more than the 30-minute rule, I'd have a lot more dumb stuff than I already have already.
That's not a bad rule. And then that's the case. Yeah, there's times that I'm like, it's in Indianapolis. It's only 3.5 hours away.
Yeah.
Once
Well,
you finally get there and pick it up, you're like, I got it. I got to drive home 3.5 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I have the opposite rule. My rule is it has to be either 2 hours away because there's
Well, there's the
fucking
worth it.
nothing close.
Got to
Like-
have epic road trip.
Well, no, I'd rather have a 30-minute rule, except I wouldn't be able to get shit because nothing is that close to me. If I want something,
right.
it's either in Duluth or it's in Minneapolis. One of those two. And I am fucking 2 hours away from both of them.
Yeah, you are way the shit up in Minnesota, dude.
Well, I'm right smack
Yeah.
dab in the middle of Minnesota.
Well, from here, you're way the shit up there. So, because for me to get to you, I'd have to go like this.
Yo.
Or you.
I come from the land of the ice and snow.
You would be
Really,
better
what we
going on
should do
plane.
Is drive across the state to Ludington 6%.
I know, but
Take the
it's
Badger
still-
to Wisconsin, get out at
It's
Manitowoc,
still-
then drive straight across to Dano.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would knock like 3 hours off. It still would be like a 10-hour drive to get to Danster. It was easier to go to Missouri than it was to go to Dan's.
Wow.
I knew you were in Missouri. I was like, this looks very close to me, this place.
I'm not currently in Missouri. I was there several months
No, I
ago.
know.
I was in Dougster.
We
So was
both were.
Danster.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
It was
top
a
row of
shitty
all
place.
You were
guys
close to
down
me.
there.
You were close to me, probably.
You were invited to know, Dan. Well, you just hop on your mullet ride, my friend. Hop on that mullet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me tell you, me and Tom on the way down to the airport, down to Minneapolis, because that's where our flight took from. We passed through our Indian reservations and shit. We were looking around like, God, look at these fucking filthy ass, people, And then we get to Missouri, and we witnessed really shitty fucking. On the way back up, we passed through those same Indian reservations, going, "Wow, they actually cleaned up their yards." In
So-
comparison, it's actually not that bad.
You mentioned Tom, and he suddenly appears. This is not
Yeah.
coincidence. The car looks nice. Dodge.
Holy
I
bucket!
Yeah,
would be happy to see that,
that's a Dodge pickup, guys.
Yeah, that's a Dodge home truck. Oh, extended cab.
but
Yeah.
Four-door cab.
Dutch, what
Oh, quad.
what it is that your neighbors don't like about seeing? Is
I
that
can't imagine, Juan.
it? Just
Cannot imagine.
I
It's
don't.
because he's festive.
I wouldn't be mad about
Oh.
seeing that.
Tunnel ram.
Yeah, there's a festive tunnel ram. Hold on.
Let's full screen the tunnel ram here.
That's where I was going.
Mm.
Now you need to put a supercharger on it so it can be a tunnel cram.
Yes, yes. I'm still. I've always asked Santa for a blower. Someday I'll get one.
Blower?
Well,
Supercharger.
let's see the top there. Let's see the blendage.
Okay. I gotta 1 second.
I'm seconding.
Locked
Holding on.
in. All right, now you're locked in. So here's the one. Can you see?
Ah,
Yeah, we can see.
Okay. This is the one. It's all blended on these three sides, but you see the stair step right there? That's where the old Dougster got a little overzealous with the material removal. So I'm thinking
You got
about
a little
taking
Jimmy and a
some-
beaver there.
yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
have the Doug? Do you happen? Did you send more that wood piece, the wooden piece,
What one?
the wood piece, like the spacer? Did you happen to polish it, or let's say scuff it up more than last time? Yeah, it seems like it's noticeable. Looks way better.
I sanded them. I sanded them with 600 grit paper too. I went through different.
You went too
Fines.
far, but yeah.
I went from coarse to fine, just like you polish metal, and yeah, they feel awesome in your hands. Now I'll turn it around and I'll show you the other one.
Okay.
This one is way better. This one is perfect all the way around. Like you can't feel the transition from the spacer to the.
Oh, so you're saying you install it and you kept
Right, there's no edge all the way around.
yeah.
That one turned out mucho excellent.
Well, when it's your time to do a wooden project, believe me, it's gonna look way better just by you doing that. Then okay.
Mopar Valley saying Doug reminds me of old tool and die guy, just needs blur coveralls and a Marlboro red.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need blur coveralls. You need like
I'm
out
sure
of focus coveralls.
Yes.
I would definitely have like a denim apron, a denim machinist apron. I'm not opposed to having that.
Just
And,
go full Canadian tuxedo. Just denim all over the place. Just denim, and denim.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look like Jay Leno threw up all over me.
No, you're gonna look like pickles threw up all over you. Just denim as far as I can.
That was a good one. I try overalls, believe it or not. They're not made for me. They
I
don't
love
fit me.
overalls.
Overalls and a mullet is not a good look, Juan.
They
Overalls
don't
and a
fit.
mullet is not a look.
They don't fit on me. I'm too white for those things. The ones
I'll
that I
tell you
tried.
this right now, a pair of overalls ain't cheap, especially when you're hefty homie sized.
Well, whatever I tried, it didn't not work. So I think there's like a polo shirt, like something like Dan has, but in jeans like fabric. So I think that's more for me than overalls. I try.
When I was a younger man, because when they first started coming back out with jorts, I tried doing jean overalls cut off same length as jorts, but I'm not allowed to wear them no more. The wife every time she sees me, I'm afraid she's gonna get pregnant.
Oh no.
Oh god. It's like a really grainy 70s porno in Dutch land.
Hey, did you get your the brightly colored thing that you were talking about, Dutch?
Yeah,
You did? Cool.
I did.
Very cool.
I got two, but one's slightly smaller, and it's very 90s.
Oh, cool.
And it's got neon graphics and all kinds of stuff. It's very interesting. Comes
All
in
right,
a
we
very
got
nice-
it, Dutch. You bought a beeper. It's cool. We know retro tech is cool now.
Well, trucks of the 80s and 90s, yeah, makes sense. But sport cars, oh no, they're not safe at all.
Because you know what started happening in the 90s? Anything with a lot of graphics on it meant it had the smallest option and the shittiest everything else.
Oh yeah.
That was a clear indication that you had no money and you got sport graphics because you got nothing else in there. Bad motor, bad trans, bad interior.
Man. Remember some of the graphics they were throwing on like S10s and Rangers and stuff, the big zigzags and heartbeats and
Yeah, they made
a
it look
black
like
truck with neon blue and neon yellow stripes. Oh
Folks,
man.
Folks, are you talking about the decals on the car?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the sometimes they were intricately laid custom paint jobs too.
Since I saw some of those in Puerto Rico, but I'm not so much in tune probably to the things you guys are talking. Can someone do me a favor, or Scott, and show me some images that to see if I'm, let's
Oh,
say,
yeah,
if I
yeah.
saw, I would like to see some images that were common for you guys to see if it was the same in Puerto Rico.
Well,
That
I mean,
I doubt they
just
were the same.
pull up an image of like a 90 S10, and eventually you're gonna find the one with the heartbeat stripes and the tinted windows and the funny looking smoked wing window that had the circular opening because it wrapped way around the window. You know, it even covered the mirror.
13-inch Dayton's on white walls.
13-inch Dayton's on white walls. Dancing bed.
I would like to see it more because I know the dice rolls, something they put in the mirror, they will do in it. Few things here and there, but Puerto Rico
There's one that
is
popped
very,
up. It's not
Mhm.
perfect, but
yeah, something similar or close to
basic
it.
idea.
Oh yeah, but that was not common in Puerto Rico at all. But yeah, that was very
That's
They were
pretty clean.
worse
That's
than
probably
that.
like a
in movies. I will see that more. 90s
They
movies.
got much worse than that.
oh
That's
yeah.
just first popped
Yeah,
up
that's
quick.
tame.
But I actually like that. That's my style.
Did you guys have
What
the
was
flower stickers on the rear window, Scrooge? Not sure on that one, bud.
No,
What was the white S10 that came with the roll bar? I'm trying to think what the hell that thing was called.
Oh, the Baja.
The Baja.
Baja. Help the Baja.
The Baja
The Baja.
came in black also.
And red.
the black is the one that I have seen, but it was not
I've
common.
only seen
like
a
I said.
black Baja. So there's a white one and a red
There were
one.
white ones, there were red ones, there were black ones.
I've only
No,
seen
I've
the
only
black.
ever seen the white one.
Yeah, you can get them in 3 colors. I'll try to pull that up. Let me see.
There's a guy in my town that's got one of those and a convertible Dakota.
Very cool. I seen the
he's
convertible
pinnacle.
Dakota earlier this month.
Didn't you record a short on it, though?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, because I saw it and I was like, huh.
Yeah, I'm
Interesting.
telling you, here in Michigan, if you care about it, you don't drive it after Halloween. It gets put away. So I was actually like, you're driving okay, it's yours. I wouldn't.
You know, you ever looked at the structure in one of those convertible Dakotas? They are not safe. They are not. I don't know how they pass crash testing.
I bet they're not.
I don't think in the 90s things were like today's cars in safety wise, to be honest.
Oh, the Chrysler Grand Caravan, like the 90 Grand Caravan, that was one of the safest cars ever produced. That thing has amazing crash test values that we try and beat today, and then we have a hard time beating.
A van is the Caravan is a van, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know what it is. Yeah, but where I'm from, those things were not common. Like what is happening around here, Tennessee now, is what happened in Puerto Rico at the 90s. Everyone was getting these 4-cylinder vehicles. There's a lot of Toyota and Corollas in Puerto Rico.
I got
Believe it or
into a
not.
crash in a Grand Caravan once. That was pretty good.
But yeah, when I move here, I keep seeing Dodge Caravan still.
First time I ever got lucky was in the back of a 90 Dodge Grand Caravan.
Oh,
I fucking took the insurance company for a ride in that Grand Caravan. I fucking made out like a bandit for that. All right, so I paid $800 for this Grand
Dan,
Caravan.
has this been 25 years? If not, shut up.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Barely 25 years old. It's not been 25 years, Doug.
It'll be fine. I've told the story before, so it's already out there. And besides, no one looks at 6%'s channel anyway. So anyway,
Hey, you have to agree with Dan on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the hose. Holy shit.
low blow.
all right.
Wow. Dan has drawn blood.
So I paid $800. I paid $800 for this piece of shit, right? I buried engines in the back of it. There's like 4 gallons of oil spilled in the backs, back there. I'm sitting on the seat right now that came out of that thing. Actually,
No.
now that I think about it, this is the very seat that came out of that car. Right here. This thing paid me a lot of money. $800, okay?
Clean your tears 6%. Put that on it and wipe your tears, man.
So, all right.
Oh.
So I was sitting at a stoplight, right? And this was a while back. Fucking, there were protests and shit on either side of me. Well, the delivery boy in his pick-em-up truck was paying more attention to the protests than he was to me sitting at the red light. So he smashed into me going about 45 miles an hour. I was
Not
just
cool.
sitting there. I went from being in the front seat to being in the back seat, not knowing what happened. Like, my seat broke, and I just, flew back into the back seat. And I was just like, okay, what the fuck happened here? Long story short, it was totaled. It got towed away, and it got sat into a yard, right? Like a wreck yard, waiting for the tow truck company's yard, right? So I call the insurance, blah, 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 all this shit happens. Like 2 months goes by, and I haven't heard shit from this. They've been trying to get a hold of that guy's insurance company, the guy who hit me. Same insurance company, by the way. So, they couldn't get a hold of themselves for like 2 months. And I'm on the phone with them, and they're like, and I'm like, that van of mine, has been sitting in this wrecking yard here, and it's been accumulating storage fee. Like they're charging me every day for this thing sitting there.
At least
And they're
$35
like,
a day.
It got to be thousands of dollars.
I'm not
It got-
surprised.
Yeah. And they're like, well, what? You mean it's still there? Well, yeah, it's still there. I have no fucking use for it. Well, you got to get that out. I ain't fucking paying to get that thing out of there. You guys, his insurance will cover it. His insurance being the same insurance, mind you. So they are flipping this bill. And they're like, no, well, you would hope. It's like, what do you mean I hope? I was sitting at a stop light and he ran into me. Yeah, no, he's covering this bill. Well, you got to go get it out of there so it stops accumulating fees, and then we'll reimburse you once everything happens. Like, no, no, it's staying right. I don't own that vehicle anymore. So you better fucking hurry this shit up because it's your money, not mine. Oh, they got a hold of themselves real quick after that. So so then they call me again and they're like, okay, so we got a hold of blah blah, you're fully covered, yada yada. So I gotta ask you a few questions about the vehicle. It's like, all right, shoot. Okay, so what model was that? Well, that was the Grand Caravan, the high mighty model. So, oh man, would you say there's any rust on the vehicle?
Why they're asking that?
I mean, just the typical, not very much. It was pretty pristine. Well, is there any stains or anything in there that you don't think would have came out? Well, I mean, I'm sure you could get them out if you put a little elbow grease into it. Oh man, yeah, it's. Well, we're gonna pay you out about $2,000 for that vehicle. I paid $800 for it, by the way. They shelled out $2,000 to me, and then they shelled out another $1,500 to the fucking storage lot there that it has been parked. They shelled out $3,500 for this $800 piece of junk.
Allegedly.
I got a fantastic story about Haggerty. So my neighbor, we call him Guy Columbi because he collects skate cars. But he also has a very fantastic 1972 GMC motorhome, the front-wheel drive version that ran the Tornado front axle.
Yeah.
That his GMC motorhome, I've met this individual. That GMC motorhome is mint. It's nice.
Well, he bought that out of the junkyard that he currently works out of for $2,000. And they made those GMC motorhomes for, I believe, 6 years. And they changed the window design 3 times on the sides. Well, he took him and his significant other on a road trip this year to the lakeshore, which is only like 2 hours on an RV. And they lost one of the side windows. So he wrote a Haggerty claim. Mind you, he only had Haggerty on there for 2 months. And they decided that because of the rarity of the window, they totaled the vehicle. So they had an appraiser come out and they valued that vehicle at $37,000. So they cut him a check for $37,000. And he had there's a clause you could order for the not significant value, but the you pay like another $7 a month, but you can buy the vehicle back for nothing. So he got the vehicle back from nothing. He called the company up north that specializes in these GMC motorhomes, hired a glass guy, and paid $700 for a new window to be put in, and then pocketed the other $36,000 or $36,200.
Nice.
Well,
And he still owns it.
well, he had the opportunity to buy the car, which not everyone has
He had
it,
a
and
clause.
he decided to take the risk to make new glass. So you gotta respect
No, it was
the hustle.
original glass. They
No,
part
he
out just
bought
those
piece of
GMC
glass, put it in the car. Yeah, no, that's crazy.
The
Good for him.
insurance made that decision, not the guy. So kudos to him.
put a new well in his house. They remodeled their kitchen, and he bought another K car.
Yeah.
He's got
Like-
he's got a few nice things. His Mercedes, he's got a white Mercedes that's very nice also.
He just
Yeah,
picked
so
up a 85 triple white Aries 600 convertible turbo car.
A turbo car, really?
Turbo car.
Turbo
He
car.
worked for that money, and he bought the car, and he had the option. So kudos to him, and congratulations.
He
That's
bought
what
it
I
out
was
of a trailer park for $1,000.
Not everyone can buy a car like that for $100. So
My friend bought a 2-door Caprice, and it was like a coupe Caprice, and it had an Aero Coupe-esque back window in it, but it wasn't. If that makes sense, it had corners in it.
Like a flat square window like this.
Flat square window, and it was silver. It was silver sides, black on top, and it had a big fat pinstripe on it. He bought that out of a trailer park for $200 because it needed an engine. All it ended up being was the vacuum modulator on the Turbo 400 was sucking transmission fluid into the engine.
Nice.
That car was nice.
He had the ability to fix it, so kudos to him.
Yep,
And
that
there's-
car was nice.
And that is your red S10 Badger.
Yeah.
Baja.
Speaking of
Baja.
that 6%, I have seen all those reiterations of vehicles. It's just that I didn't even thought about it. But yeah, I have seen quite of those.
Oh,
Or saw. Sorry.
I got something
you.
to show. Can you put me on full screen, please? Deno, I found a new use for your Epic Tool socket. I give you my hearing protection holder. Those are
Ah,
earplugs.
wow. That's
Sweet.
yeah. We're gonna put that into the marketing scheme once we finally get around to.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
Look at it this way. I'm part of the R&D department.
Yes. Yes.
yeah, I've got to ask you, Doug. Those earplugs are green before you put them in your ears, right?
Yeah, I have a habit of carrying earplugs with me because, especially in the summertime when I'm riding my motorcycle, how my helmet lays on my ears, it basically is doing that. So I wear
How is
earplugs
that?
when I ride my motorcycle, and I just made it a habit to carry earplugs with me.
I
I
should
just
do
wanted to
that.
make sure that you didn't put them in your ear. They were yellow. You put them in your ears. They came out green. So
Oh, they were red.
Actually, they are a little dirty, but yeah, they were bright green to begin with.
Don't sniff them, just in case. Don't go like, oh. Okay.
Smells like victory.
Yeah.
all right, so we'll do this quick. This is for Juan. I got this at the
Yeah.
show.
Nice.
The
That
Tecton
is
half-inch
nice.
drive, bent handle, flex
Hey,
head.
You
Got it
didn't
for
tell
40
me it was half inch. So yeah, $40. Yeah.
Yep.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
they were basically blowing everything out at the show. So it was supposed to be 10% off, and I only had a 50. He's like, "No, just give me 40." I'm like, "Twist my arm."
Who made that ratchet?
This is a Tecton.
They're
Okay.
stated in Michigan now. So, and they
Well,
want to.
it's better than MIT tools, Michigan imitation tools.
Well, yeah, they're basically it was butter knives, and yeah, that's basically what they were for a long time.
Well,
Okay, I'm gonna be moving out of the garage, so I'm gonna give one more glorious tunnel ram shot for the crowd.
Tunnel ram. What?
mhm.
So
I prefer looking at the ratchet, but okay.
It's a tunnel ram off. All right, hold on. Let's vote. Okay,
There you
this
go.
tunnel ram
ooh,
Oh yeah.
or this tunnel ram.
Oh yeah. Horny. It has horns.
Cast your vote now.
Cast your vote now. His is
Actually,
shinier than mine.
who tunnel rams best?
Unfortunately, there's only 2 people watching right now. It's probably my mom and Mopar Volare, so I don't think it's going to matter too much.
It's not
There's
Derek.
only 2 people watching?
Yeah, this is. I don't know what happened, but this stream has died.
Well, you know what happened is you said nobody was your friend.
No, I'm pretty
No,
sure
he
it's when
doesn't
you
give
try.
a damn about. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, actually, it's when I all I value is them, and there's no them, so you guys can fuck off. Really?
backpedal, 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 backpedal.
No, that's
Oh,
what I
no.
said. That's what I said, Doug.
I know.
I have no friends.
I don't need them. I'm
Imagine.
friends.
Gotta go to sleep.
I just care about the views. I don't care about friends.
I don't care about none of you motherfuckers. Can you make me money? No, then fuck off.
Oh,
Wow.
Not gonna work here anymore. Molar said, did Dutch share that counselor pictures of the car he found? Some of your youngsters don't know what that is.
yeah.
Not
Oh,
sure.
I bet you Doug doesn't even know what that is.
Holy crap! We're gonna have to do that live stream one time. Stump the Doug.
Dodge Consigliere. GTP.
Dodge Concierge.
Consigliere. You have to say it with just a
Consigliere.
frown.
Soulier.
Is your wall painted burgundy, Doug?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
No,
red
that's the
oxide.
blood of his victims.
It's kind of it's kind of like a rust oxide red.
That's what I just said.
He had some left over when he painted the truck, so he figured, fuck it.
Yeah, automotive paint on the wall.
Do you know? Do you know what that? Doug?
Go ahead, Dutch.
Do you know what that is, though, Doug? I'm gonna stump you on this one.
Probably no. I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, you disappoint me, sir.
Well, I haven't
You're gonna have
seen
to
it
use your-
either.
It's a very, very rare factory Dodge race car they made from 1988. I want to say it was till 1993.
Oh,
I didn't know there were so many Dutch fans here.
oh yeah.
Yeah. A lot of junk people like here in this channel.
Yes.
You guys don't make me money. I don't care about anyone. I don't have friends.
Well, we know you don't have friends, Juan. You said that earlier.
You could say.
What type of racing was the Dodge used for, Dutch?
It was originally made by, I want to say it was the Mosler Automotive Company, which they basically subcontracted for Dodge. But you can, if you use your Google machine, you type in the Consigliere GTP. It is a Dodge branded car. It came with the Chrysler 2.2 Turbo that was worked over by Direct Connection.
Could 6% do that? So
I'm doing it, Juan. Just chill the fuck out.
oh, sorry. Man.
How many people we got watching
God.
that?
Hi
Yeah, no.
there, Miss
Oh,
Savannah.
Well,
Hey, Dutch,
Dutch,
you would know.
fucking horrible.
Dutch, you
I
would know
forgot
the
I
answer to
did
this one.
before.
What's the name of the Chrysler prototype car that was featured in the movie The Wraith?
That would be, what is it? It's either MS4 or WS4.
Oh wow.
Yeah, woo, this thing is rougher than a stucco bathtub. I forgot how bad these look.
Well, yo.
Yeah. But just think, you
It's
could
got
have
a,
went down
it's
to
got
your,
a European look to it.
I
It's
saw
not bad.
something. I saw something on this a couple of months ago. Isn't it like a K car subframe in the back or something weird like that?
you might be right on that one. But there was only about 107 built.
I
Uh,
guess
those-
fiberglass body?
Carbon fiber.
Sorry, yeah. That's what I was referring.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I know.
80s, that's advanced.
Look at the tuchus on this thing. Holy shit.
Whoa. You said carbon fiber? How much did that thing cost at that time?
A lot.
Yeah, because if you said
Here's
carbon
one like
fiber, yeah.
You're probably not driving one of those unless you're factory backed there, Juan.
Well, you could rebuild that if it's carbon fiber.
Yeah,
I'm not
well,
saying that it's
wow,
cheap,
oof.
and I'm
This
not
guy
saying,
with the ugly styling stick big time.
yeah.
It only weighed 2,700 pounds.
So
Wow.
you could put, if you take a few parts, you could put a motorcycle engine on that.
It wouldn't help
No,
you
you
on.
would-
It's still ugly.
Still way too much? I don't
It had
think
a,
so.
it had a, what,
Ugly.
it had like
Ugly.
upwards to a 2.5 liter engine in it, Juan.
If it's 2000, maybe less, you could put a motorcycle engine. I'm not saying that you should. I'm saying that
So-
probably is possible.
I mean, you can put a motorcycle engine in anything you want, Juan. It's just a
Yeah,
matter of
no.
how quickly you want to get up and going.
No, it's just to drive it very good. 2000
I mean, it's
or less.
dinky. It's definitely set up like a car. That look compared to a neon.
Oh,
So you
I'll bet
bought
you
one of
that's,
these
I bet you that's a 40-inch roof.
Yeah. So, did I hear you right, Dutch? You bought one of these?
I found one. It's pretty rough.
Very cool, Dutcherooski.
Rough on the body?
Yeah, it's got like hay bales and shit sitting on it. So
Now the question is it for sale?
it's for sale.
Hmm.
But
Is
I
it
got
ridiculously priced?
no $4,000.
Do
Very
you
cool.
do you tend to put it on your channel to
I
show
don't know
it
if
off?
I'm even I want to use it as a road racing car, but I have to figure out what class it's going to follow into, if it'll even be a competitive vehicle, because it's only got 190 horsepower.
Is there a fugly class or?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Do you
I
plan
don't
to
know
use
how-
the original motor in it, or you want to put something else, which I think that's the course you want to go?
no,
think-
it's got a T322 in it, and for the power to weight ratio in that car, because it's a rear engine,
Yeah.
it would be a fantastic fun car.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Juan, going fast in a slow car is way more fun than going fast in a fast car.
It's going fast in a slow car is more fun than going slow in a fast car. Is the correct quote.
What do you
Well,
say?
That yeah. Dan knew that I was stepping in.
I
Yeah.
know how. I know. Mhm.
Go ahead, one.
I know like a little bit how rear engines work, like what is the experience to expect of it. I have dug more putting motorcycle engines into cars. I think you can notice that, but it seems like a fun project. It would be fun. I don't doubt about it. And if you can upgrade the steering, which I don't know because I'm not familiar with that car, you could drive it fast probably, or a little bit faster.
You can make it really cool. It just depends on what you want to put into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
In the IMSA circuit back in the 90s, they were very, very successful. They actually got so successful they had to give them a weight penalty. They had like 300 or 400 pounds of the car because they were penalized so much because the car was so lightweight and the power to weight
Exactly.
ratio was so.
Yeah.
and it's very on the ground. Also, I think.
It's got
Remember,
a
I'm
hell
not.
of a stance to it. The wheels are pushed way out to the outside.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
it's quite
formula.
low.
does
But
that
if you-
car
if
has
you
a
start to
chassis?
Yeah,
Yeah, they can make it more. Yeah, it's just
Okay,
depending how much you want to put in it. Yeah.
So before we get out of here, I got a question for you car nerds. Have you ever heard of a Dodge VIP?
Not me.
Is it a pickup truck?
Nope. Late 60s. It's a Fury. I just technically bought part of one.
Part of
Okay.
one or one?
Did you buy
I
the
bought
engine of one?
Part of one. Part of one.
Thank you.
Not one.
Exactly.
I bought the front clip engine and trans for $200.
Oh, that was that 383 that you scooped up?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hopefully pick that up this week and do a will it run and then have a nice extra block for my gasser Comanche. So
There you go.
and then
You should
sell
do-
the one parts there.
You should Google yourself 6%. Let's see what pops up.
A lot of weird things that is not him, I think.
Type in 6% recycle. Let's see what pops up. See what you're most known for on the
I
Google
know
site.
what you're doing then.
Probably nothing.
Yeah, I also, even in Google.
Ah,
Oh,
Felius.
yo, the last thing you have done. And so, shout out to, who is that guy? C10? Okay. I saw
No,
it.
that C10 was at 2023 No Name Nationals. We did a sticker exchange.
Yeah, just that I haven't seen that, but
Yeah.
well,
Oh, hey,
you're
look at that.
Tom. Where's
There's
Tom?
Wait a second. There's an epic live stream coming up soon.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I know it's crazy. I was going to promote that because I did that at the beginning, and I'm actually making a video each day to
Oh, dang.
highlight my friends. Because on Friday, this Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Central, 6:30 Mountain Time, we got New Guys Garage, we got New Guys Guitar, we got Pickle in theory, we have Witty in theory, GNS, myself, and of course the Junkyard Underpantser will all be live.
God, that was just convenient that popped up. It's almost
I
as
know,
if
that's
somebody
crazy.
knew that would pop up.
Yeah, that was staged, I think, Juan. Dutch.
No,
Google
nothing
yourself. Let's see what comes up.
Nothing staged.
Let's do some programming so we can make 6% appear.
Shameless plug, shameless plug.
Nothing staged.
It can be staged, what I'm trying to say. But
Well, it could
you
be,
appear. At least you appear when they put 6%. I remember
but
sometimes.
see, like this is. I
Mhm.
put this out today. I got to make videos for everybody, but this is.
Yeah, where is Woody?
Dude. Are you putting that on your channel?
Already
Sorry,
been there for 2 hours, Juan.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But before you go all Juan on me, we did
No.
those because we were gonna do a video for Where's Witty. We were all gonna shoot those, and I had it laying around in the background. I thought I should have might as well use it. So there it is.
we did shoot that.
Yeah. We never
That did
actually used
happen.
it.
Yeah, we did. It's up. It's up on isn't it up on the collaborative channel? Pretty sure.
Honestly, Dan, I don't remember.
I could have swore it was. I know for a fact we
Yeah,
did it.
laying around. So I thought, that's perfect timing. I'll throw that out there tonight.
Okay. Nice to see it.
Yeah.
I gotta throw a couple more. There's just gonna be say like, who is Witty? Who is Dan from New Guys Garage? What is he hiding? Find out on Friday.
Yeah, with the trunk, like, is he inside in the trunk?
Who is this man and what does he know? Find out this Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. On the
I'm many
Epic Live.
things and I know nothing.
We're bringing the band back together.
Oh, did I tell you guys about my Matco screwdriver?
No, not me.
No.
I went to it over the summer. I went to a yard sale. I bought a Matco screwdriver I bought a whole mess of tools for $40. So I gave cents for a Matco screwdriver, and it ended up having a broken handle internally. So I handed it to one of our maintenance techs at work. He jumps on the Matco truck and tries to get it warranted. And the guy goes, well, we don't fix them because he goes, so I'll tell you what,
Yeah, they don't
I'll
make
give
them.
you $15 credit towards a new screwdriver.
I knew it.
They should have just replaced it.
It's just that they do that because some tool trucks want to collect those things.
Yeah.
I would have
still-
not done that, but yeah.
I got a brand
Doesn't make
new
their
number
screwdrivers.
2 magnetic tip, German, made in Germany, Matco screwdriver for a whopping $30.
So is it Wera or Weta? I think Wera makes their screwdrivers.
I don't know. It doesn't. All it says is Matco made in Germany on it. It doesn't say the actual company.
Matco
Matco
doesn't.
is
The only thing Matco makes is their toolboxes and their ratchets. Everything else they farm out.
yeah. Or also, Doug or anyone here in the channel, if you see something that Astro made, or sorry, it's not Astro, it's Armstrong. They did things for Matt and Matco. So
Okay.
Well,
if you see those,
Armstrong was better, and then they basically folded them up, and that's
Yeah.
a whole other thing. No,
Yeah, but-
they should have replaced that screwdriver, broken or not. That should have been, because that guy would have paid $200 for a set of screwdrivers at a minimum for those things. That should have been replaced.
mhm. Next time, talk to me or 6%.
Okay.
Well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it should have been. Like I've got
Mhm.
Snap-on
Right.
screwdrivers. You break one, they either replace the handle, the bit, or they give you a new one. There's no
Yeah,
question.
but if you didn't know, some tool trucks know what they're doing, and if they see something that may be desirable, they will give you credit as an excuse, or they want to buy it and keep them. Keep them, or have someone in mind that collects tools, if you know what I mean.
You also could have a shitwad dealer that goes to where you work, because that a lot of guys, it is up to their discretion to some extent, and you could be a real douche that doesn't like to do anything because it goes against them on their truck credit. But
Yeah.
sells a screwdriver. They basically give those away at Christmas anyway. So
I didn't think that a third off of a new one was all that bad.
it's not, but it should have been. Here's, you give them the old one, they give you the new one. That's what it should have been.
Right.
Let me tell what we want to tell you, Doug, is a lot of things have changed, and we don't expect you to know all this, but it's not easy though. A lot of things have changed. Mako and Mac had a lot of USA stuff. They're getting way away and farther from that.
Okay.
The company that makes their screwdrivers, I can't remember if it's Wera or Vita. They're really nice screwdrivers. You're not likely to break them. So
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just that now with the how things are, you can buy the same quality for the same price, and you could have kept up that screwdriver if it was worth for you, right? We're not saying it's bad. It's just that probably you could have make a better deal out of it, maybe, right?
Well, I
just
mean, I
would've
like the fact that
changed.
something that I had a matter of cents invested in, I turned into $15 and put that $15 towards a new tool.
Yeah,
Oh
but
no, dude, but sorry, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with what you did. I'm saying that guy should have simply replaced it.
Oh, gotcha.
That's
Or-
one thing. Doug, it's nothing to do with you. It's that guy should have just gone, here's your new screwdriver, because they get credit back on their own truck within the system. So it just should have been boop, done.
yeah, and also some things are desirable, and if you don't know, you just don't know. And that he gave you credit because I think something may have happened there. Because there's some people that they just collect tools and they go for crazy money. Just that if you don't collect tools, you don't know. I
That
am not
kinda
a
makes
collector
sense.
of tools either.
Because it was a number one 12-inch screwdriver.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
the
he said
cabinet
they don't
screwdriver.
make the number one anymore, so he gave me a number two instead.
Was it a
Which you're
cabinet
going
style
to
or
use a
it's like
number
this
two way
long?
more often anyway.
Yeah. Was it like this long, like a cabinet
Yeah.
screwdriver?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just the thing. I know more than how can I say, more to my surprise, more people collect tools that I would think of, because I don't like to collect anything. I like to use what I have. Otherwise, if it's to collect dust, I don't want it.
Hey,
Something.
barn dust is valuable, Juan. Never forget that. Barn dust is valuable.
I
Yes.
was, a week ago, last Monday, I stopped over to my friend's house and we hung out for a little while. And he goes, "Here, I got this for you." And he hands me a tub full of tools. And he gave me a whole bunch of metric and standard sockets. Some were Chinese, some were Japanese, but a lot of good USA tools like Blackhawk, SK Wayne, Thornston.
I'm hearing good names.
What were some of the other? Oh, I got some Challenger Protos.
Mhm. Everything is good, even the
Yeah, it
ones
was all
that you
good stuff.
underestimate.
And a lot of craftsmen and a lot of USA
But-
craftsmen. He
Because,
just gave it to me. It was an amazing lot of tools.
well, I think you know what I'm gonna mention, Doug, but this is more. I think it more fits your taste. If you look for Japanese motorcycles, especially in the 80s, maybe 90s, a
Yeah.
lot of those motorcycles, I think more the 80s, came with like a certain tools included with the motorcycle. You
Yes.
cannot get those. And their
Yes.
value is way more than it is because it's beginning to be a collector thing. So
Yes.
don't underestimate Japanese tool. Kmart sold Japanese tools and they're sought after.
Well,
Certainly.
I'll tell you this right now.
I
The-
sent a full set to Junkyard.
Mhm.
No, you'll like this one, Juan. So Tone, the Japanese toolmaker, was at the show. They're looking for United States distributors.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're doing that. Just that I think some things may fell off of tone.
There's some interesting tools. It's more of that satin chrome, which it always looks cheap to me, but the tools look decent.
You can get. Let me say this. Some people like those. Some others don't. I use what it works. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right. Well, I think it's about time to end it for this evening, since we got a lot of live streaming to do this week, boys. Well, at least Dan and I do, and
That's right.
now we got to do the over under on Pickle Watch. So what's your over under on Pickle actually showing up?
Pickle will show up an hour late for about 10 minutes.
And with his couch.
Possible. No, he burned that when he left Caligari. So
Then with another couch.
Pickle will be
probably with a dog
fashionably
or a
late,
tractor.
but there for the whole live stream.
Well, I know one person is going to be late, but we'll leave it at that. You'll know Friday who's going to be late that I know of.
How many people are watching right now?
None.
Then nobody knows.
Well, the two people who are watching will know. So, like my mom and Mopar Verlari, I think are the only people who are still watching. So, hi, Mom.
And Mrs. One Eye Cat said hello. So
Yeah,
You know,
Mopar Velocity, his name's Mark.
earlier when I said that nobody watched your channel 6%, I was kind of hoping I was joking, but what the fuck's
well,
going
no,
on?
apparently you said it, and everybody said, "Well, Dan said it has to be true. Fuck this guy," and everybody left.
and I think Doug wanted to add something about the tools he got.
No, I
No?
was just talking about them.
No problem. Do shorts about them and see what happens.
Yeah,
It's an option,
I
right?
sorted all the cheap tools out and passed them on to a young gearhead friend of mine that needs some decent tools.
Is
Good
his
deal.
name Alex? His name is Alex, isn't it?
No. Actually, the
said
young
young.
man's name is Caden, and he's like 19.
Mhm.
But he's a big gearhead. He's really interested, and I'm like, "Hey, man," handed him all. I gave him a pretty good pile of sockets.
Hopefully more metric.
It was a mix of both, as a matter of fact.
Yeah,
No.
that
Every
was
sucker
nice.
works. If the bolts rounded off enough, you just gotta pound them on. Metrics become standards. Standards become metrics.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened. I would prefer if companies would come together, will go old metric or old standard, not both. Decide. But
Yeah,
all
it is what it
metrics
is.
cannot happen. No.
Well, even if it did, it's like you can't retroact when stuff has been made for hundreds of years with standard or metric fasteners. It still needs to be there. They still exist.
Or you could have mid 80s GMs where they have both.
You can have late 2000s Chrysler Jeep shit that has both.
Well,
Or-
It still has a mix.
Or you can have an assortment of epic brand tools and you only have standard for
That's
every
true.
bolt.
Hey
That's
Dan,
right.
how does our tagline go?
It's not standard, it's correct.
Oh,
the
my.
cigar and the hey, how you doing?
What a piece of work this guy is.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you jumping on. Thank you, Duggars. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Dutch.
God
And
bless you
we'll
all.
see everybody Friday, hopefully. Hopefully, it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And you got to figure out who the hell's actually going to show up to it, because that was all the fun was fun. We did it on a regular basis. It was like Russian roulette with who's going to actually show. So we'll start
True.
taking bets, but got to have Pickle Watch. See you guys later. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Take care,
Bye,
all
everyone.
y'all.